So now we have now is just cottonwood water. Cottonwood Cologne. And welcome back to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. Today we are going to be making something very, very special. Let's do it. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be making something very special today. I have an idea. I don't think it's ever been done, so I'm very, very super excited to share this with you, because I think this is going to be a money maker. Something on top of firewood, whether you're doing your cords, your half cords, third of cords, whether you're doing bundles, you're doing loose wood, whatever you do, I think that we can also make money on this idea. Boatload tons of cold hard cash with this idea. So what I have here, I think I've mentioned before, I got some logs of cottonwood, and I have not put out the episode yet. It's still pending, but those logs are taking a while to get through, and I'll explain in the episode. But anyway, so what I thought of was as I was bucking into and splitting that sweet smell, our sweet smelling flavor aroma of cottonwood, I'm thinking to myself, I would just love to bottle this scent. Just bottle it up and put it in a bottle so I can spray it on myself as cologne. We're gonna be making firewood cologne today, folks. Firewood cologne. Now, it won't be firewood smelling. I'm just saying firewood cologne because when you process and make firewood, one of the byproducts is the shavings, the sawdust. In this case, I'm going to be using the noodles. You can see this, okay? Okay, red Harbor Freight bucket. I'm not sponsored, not affiliated. Just it's what I had around. Anyway, these are cottonwood noodle shavings, because those are some big rounds that I bucked up. You see that later, but these are just some shavings. So this is just a handful of noodle shavings that I had, was bucking up, and just a handful, and they've been soaking in pristine 100% grade hose bib water. Straight, all good to go, just straight from the hose. You know, I think it was, with the hose was about 50 feet long. I think that's key, that the hose bib is with the spout, right, and then it has to go through a hose. The water, through my research, and I have now refined this process. I have not told you about this yet, but the hose bib has connected to a 50-foot length hose. The water has to go travel through 50 feet of hose for this to work. So this is pristine 100% hose water. Maybe, I don't know, I think I filled it up to maybe one quarter full. I think 1/4, it's between one third and 1/4 full of a 5-gallon bucket. Now the bucket has to be round. It can't be a square. It has to be a round bucket for make sure that the sunlight will reflect and reflect and heat up the water. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. Handful of shavings, noodles, handful, into a bucket. Bucket has to be round. I don't think the color of the bucket matters, but red seems to work very well for this recipe. Okay, so then you fill it up. After you put in a handful of shavings, I prefer noodles myself, but if you do shavings, you let me know. From bucking, these are from noodling. Ooh, that's a lovely smell, lovely. Whew. And then you fill it up between a quarter to a third full of hose bib water. Again, the hose has to be 50 feet. No less, no more. 50 feet exactly. Okay. If it's longer, cut the hose and where it's at 50 feet, and then run the water through into the bucket straight. Okay. Then you let this sit It has to sit in the sun. We're not gonna do any put it over the fire, because the fire will heat up the water too much, where we create too much evaporation. What the firewood gods sent me in a dream after I spent the whole day in the sun processing wood one day, is they sent me this revelation, the firewood gods, of how to make this recipe, and then in that giving me, in terms of the measurement, how the water has to be, and the noodles versus the shavings. One thing that they did share with me is that you have to put the bucket in the sun for between 24 and 48 hours, as opposed to putting it in like a pot and putting it over the fire. Now, if you put a pot on a fire, then that water would get that smoky smell, which is good. We want that. That would be a good smell. But what the firewood gods told me was that it would create too much evaporation of the water, so then you don't have enough to bottle up to be able to use as cologne, because we can't put these shavings in a sprayer bottle. We're just going to put direct water that has been soaking in this bucket with the noodles, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. So between 24 and 48 hours, you're having this bucket with your noodles and your water, again between 1/4 and 1/3 full of water, into direct sun. Now, if you live in an area like I live in Washington State, we don't get a lot of sun. So, but when you do, you can't make firewood cologne when it was not sunny. So for us in the state, for all you firewood addicts and people who are obsessed with firewood, we can only make this in the summer. So you need to make as much as possible in summertime. Make several bottles, or several dozen bottles, so you can sell it, because it's seasonal. You can't make this when it's rainy out, when it's snowy out, when it's dark and dreary and gray. So summertime is the only time to do this, folks. Okay, so then after this has been setting between 24 and 40 hours in sun, you're going to get some evaporation, but not as much as if you had like a pot boiling over fire. Okay, so that's what the firewood gods told me. So before we strain it, I need to add one more secret ingredient, and that is 2.5 pinches of firewood ash. I know it sounds kind of crazy. Again, came from the firewood gods. So 2.5. 1, 2.5. That's it. No more, no less. 2.5 pinches of ash. It doesn't matter what wood the ash came from, just ash. Okay? And you know what I'm talking about ash. It's from the fireplace, stove, outside campfires. Just ash. That's okay. Whatever wood you're burning, it doesn't matter. 2.5 pinches. Exactly. Okay? And you add in here, and then we stir. So now that we have, it's been between 24 and 40 hours, now we have our noodles in the bucket with the water, and there has been some evaporation of water because this bucket has been in direct sunlight until, not when it's nighttime. You get it. So now, before we strain and take out the noodles, what we have to do, what the firewood god told me to do, is to take the handle of an axe. It doesn't matter what brand, wooden axe or fiberglass, whatever metal handle. It just has to be a handle of an axe. Okay? And what we're going to do with the axe handle is we have to stir it up. It has to be stirred with the axe handle. That's something that the firewood gods required of this recipe. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what. I don't know when. But the firewood gods, that's what they said. I don't know. You ask them next time. But it has to be an axe handle. Just be careful with the blade. You don't want to hurt yourself. Safety first. I'm wearing glasses. Okay? So we're stirring this. I should be wearing gloves, but we're okay. Just I'll keep this edge away from me to the right. Okay? Stir it up. Not very long. And that will further get the oils and the juices out of the noodles or the shavings to make sure that we're getting all the essence of the cottonwood into what we're going to be calling Cologne, because after this process, the water is no longer water. The water is now Cologne because it has the essence, that smell, that sweet, fantastic smell of cottonwood. Okay, so now what we do is we take out handfuls of the noodles, let's strain them, right, like this, and now these are wasted. They're done. Okay. Okay. Got that out. Squeeze out all the Cologne out, because now after you did that with the axe handle, now that was the magical touch. Now this liquid that was once water, was once hose water, is now Cologne. Now I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think some of you are thinking, now Travis, you're not using the organic fancy bar oil. You're using regular bar oil, Still brand, whatever, as in your chainsaws. The oil is on these shavings. You don't want to put bar oil on your body, on your skin. That's not healthy. That's not right. I'll tell you this though. So, and I got this in the revelation from the Firewood gods, is once you stir it with the axe handle, the bar oil disappears. It goes into the air and back to the Firewood gods, because they need that bar oil for their uses. Okay, they need that bar oil for their uses. So once you stir with the axe handle, whatever bar oil is on your wood shavings, your noodles, your sawdust, it's gone. Okay, it has gone from the bucket up to the Firewood gods, so they can use it in their god chainsaws. Okay, so don't worry about that. And even so, it was gonna be a minute amount of bar oil, but because of axe handle, it's okay. Okay, the Firewood gods have spoken, and that's what they told me. So I'm gonna believe them. So now we have this Cologne here. Okay, this is pure Cologne. This smells fantastic. Now, I'm gonna be bottling this up. So I'm just gonna, I got this bottle. Now, secret, shh, secret, don't tell anyone. These small bottles are at the local dollar store. So they're $1, $1.25, whatever, then tax. You can, I'll tell you in a minute how much this Cologne goes for on the market. Yeah, this is a, I don't see ounces. I don't know. Let's gonna say 6-ounce bottle. Okay, maybe 8-ounce bottle. Okay, so I'll tell you in a second how much per ounce we can get for this Cologne. You'll be amazed. It's crazy. So it's gonna tilt the bucket at an angle and put the bottle and fill it up that way. That seems to be the best way. I'm not gonna strain it. Okay, I'm not gonna strain it, and that is a full bottle there. Okay, see that? It's kind of, so this bottle is a blue shadow, so you can't really see it, but this is full. It's up to right here. Okay, so that, ooh, okay. I bought 2 bottles, because sometimes when you go to the dollar store, some of these bottles, they don't work very well. So I have enough water here. I'm gonna fill up 2 bottles. 2 bottles. Yeah, this. All right, so that's almost full, and so this was clear, so you can see you have all that murkiness, all that the cottonwood goodness, all in there. No need to strain. This is straight, beautiful scent of cottonwood, just right in here. Awesome. So this is a little less than this bottle here. So I had to get permission from the Firewood gods to share this, because they only came to me, and I think they've shared it with other people, but they told us to keep a secret. But the other night, they wanted me. They told me in a recent revelation that they told me to share this with you all. So I've been selling this for several months now, and I can, per ounce, I believe it's like $15 an ounce for this. $15. So if this is 8 ounces and this is 6, do that math. This is money maker. A money maker. There's more money using a byproduct of when you're processing firewood. This is awesome. Okay, so I bought 2 bottles because I wasn't sure if the sprays were gonna work. I have it on spray. I'm gonna turn this one to stream. See if this works. Ooh, yeah. See that spray? Ew. What? Broken again? What's going on? What happened? This one's already broken. Stream, that's working. Awesome. Oh yeah. Ooh. Lovely. Oh, just smell it. Just smell it, folks. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh. So what you do is, after you shower, you spray this on you, and they're supposed to bring out the firewoodness of your being, of your essence. And this scent, I mean, everyone's gonna comment, what did that smell? What is that amazing smell that you have? And you're gonna tell them, I'm wearing Firewood cologne. And they ask you more questions, but you can't share anything more. And they're gonna buy it and say, well, I sell it. And they're gonna think you're crazy, but in terms of the amount that you're selling it for, but I tell you what, they will love the smell. And this cottonwood just smells so nice. But don't drink it, because it's not good for you. So we have our cologne, Firewood cologne, and I'm sharing with you the secret. So go out, make your cologne, spray it on, and feel your essence uplift and be one more being with the Firewood gods, because you smell amazing with the scent and fragrance of cottonwood on you, on your skin, on your clothes, on your shirt. It's recommended only apply a few sprays a day, because you don't want to waste it, because it's so expensive. $15 an ounce, what I'm selling. I'm sure you can maybe get more money. If you make more money with this per ounce, you let me know. Per liquid ounce, you let me know. Then I don't think I'm going to be doing mass production, because I make so much money with this. I don't need to make any more, because it's just such a great product. Anyway, if you call down below, the number below, I maybe can ship you a few bottles. And maybe I can add a promo code down below that you can send in, and I can give you some money off. But again, I don't want to do mass producing. But if you want a few bottles, maybe I can send you maybe like a few ounces. I mean, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let me know if you like this this cologne and how it has increased your production, increased your life, your well-being, and your oneness with the Firewood gods. You let me know down in the comments. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And until next time, life is short to be a prick, so be kind to one another. Stay safe. Stay cool out there, because it's hot. Rock and roll. Cheers.